Hi and welcome to this short interview. We have been talking to a lot of leaders and pastors in this church, and now I'm standing here with a member of this church, and maybe you could say your name, please.
My name is Julietta Yakovenko.
Yes. How long has you been a member of this church?
I've been a member of this church for about 7 years already.
Yeah.
I am 27, so 7 years ago I came to this church. It really became my house, where I minister, where my friends are. It was whole my world. Everything was concentrated here. So I started my ministry. I graduated from university at that time as an interpreter. So my ministry, I was interpreting all this time. I've been interpreting for our friends from Africa, for other people, foreigners who come here, who visit our ministries. So it was my ministry for 7 years.
When this conflict with a life in Sweden appeared, how did you feel about that?
Frankly speaking, I felt very frustrated because, as I have already said, this was whole my world. I thought that devil can destroy everything in my life, but not the church. It seemed for me that church is so strong because everything seemed to be so good. Everybody was, like happy. As for me, because I'm a member, I don't know many things, but on the surface, everything was wonderful. Swedes, they came to us, they visited us very often. We had many beautiful, wonderful conferences. A lot of people, they received salvation, and the word of God was so wonderful, so precious for us. Everything seemed to be great. And when I heard this news, I was really frustrated. I thought, oh my God, I don't believe it can happen with church. With everything, with maybe my friends could betray me, or in my family some problems, but I had never thought that it could happen with church. I thought this part of my life, devil cannot destroy. But it happened, and of course it was very difficult for me. It was really hard to overcome. It's like I had pain here inside, in my chest.
Because of the conflict?
Yes, because of the conflict. I was worrying, I was worrying a lot about pastor. I was worrying about where to find the truth. I was worrying about people because a lot of people, they were like, beleaguered and exasperated. They were like they became angry.
Did you hear many bad things about the pastor?
I heard a lot of things, but my father, he is a minister, and he always told me, Julia, never listen to people, because people, they say different things. Just listen to your heart and listen to God. Read the Bible, and you should check. I suppose this is Pastor said. You should check every word with the Bible. When you feel something in your heart, you should check whether it's from devil or from God.
Did you do that?
And firstly, of course, I prayed, and I felt, very difficult about it. I decided I didn't receive the answer from God, but I decided if I have no answer no, and I have no answer yes, then I should wait. I should just stand and wait what shall happen.
But what made you stay here?
What made me stay here? Because I can think logically without my emotions. I started to think, so if our pastor, Leonid Padun, was a good friend of Ulf Ekman, how come Ulf Ekman didn't come himself? He sent a lot of ministers. He sent everybody, but he didn't. He had never come himself. So what is it for friendship? If our pastor, he always said, Ulf Ekman is my personal pastor. It's my leader. I'm following him. If they had such close relations, how come they could be broken like that?
Were you angry at Ulf?
What?
Were you angry at Ulf Ekman?
No, I wasn't angry. I couldn't understand the situation. That's why I decided not to move. I thought, as for me, for example, if I have a friend and maybe I did something wrong, I expect that this friend will come to me and say, hey, Julia, what are you doing? I want to talk with you. Don't do that anymore, if this is my friend. But so the same as Ulf, if he is our pastor's friend, he should come, he should have come and said, Leonid, I am not agree with this, and with this. Let's let's speak about it. You should change something. If he had some charges against, if it were even truth, but I'm not sure. I don't believe it's truth, and I will tell you why I think so. First of all, there were a lot of gossips and rumors at the internet, and a lot of very bad words from people from the other side of the church who left our church, abandoned. There were a lot of bad comments on internet, and once I read very horrible comments with just despicable words about our pastor from people from that part of the church.
What did they say?
They say, I don't want to repeat these words. They were like, it was humiliating. It was abusing words. And I wrote, if we are all Christians, how come we can say such bad words about our brothers and sisters? Even though they've done something bad, God will deal with them. We have no right to judge our people, our brothers and sisters. God will deal with them. And besides, other people who are not believers, they can read your comment and think that we are Christians and we are doing this way. They will not. They will never come to the church if they read your comment. After that, I received on my personal email, I received a personal letter because of this comment I wrote. How dare you, Julia, how dare you write these words in comments? Because, your father, he's working at church and he receives a big sum of money. I will not tell even the sum. It is exaggerated many, many times. When I read this, I know who is my father, I know his salaries, I know everything. And when I read this message from that girl,
Was that a friend of you?
No, she wasn't a friend of mine.
Okay.
She's from that part of the church.
I see.
She left our church, abandoned, and she wrote. I am not acquainted with her, but she wrote. But she knows me. I don't know her. She knows me. She knows my father. And my father, he's a real minister. He ministers. He serves people so much that, frankly speaking, he gives almost everything what we have for serving people. And everybody who knows, he can prove it, that I am not lying. And this girl, she wrote me, Julia, how dare you? Your father works with Leonid Nikolaevich, and he earns a lot of money. That's why you stayed in this part of the church. That's why you didn't leave. And I was so shocked. I said, no, I stayed in this part of the church not because of it. Because I feel in my heart that this is wrong, the whole situation. How come can I follow people, the other part of the people, if they cheat each other, if they spread such bad backbiting words, if they say slander about each other, how come I should go to the other part of the church? If this part is not right, I'm not sure about it, but I'm sure that that part of the church is also not right, doing like that. It's not love, it's not Christian love. So I made the conclusion that if I go to that church, if I do something wrong, they will do the same with me as they did with pastor. No forgiveness, they cannot forgive, and I don't want to be treated like that, because our pastor, he can forgive. I believe that if they come just today, they come, everybody from the church, and he will open his hugs and he will say, you are welcome, this is our pastor. So, and I decided, and besides, my husband is here, and my father is here, my mother is here, whole my family is here. So being obedient also, it's it's very important point. So I am here.
Yes.
And I love pastor. I know his heart. The more I work with him, the more I understand that he's a very good person, and I don't believe the things which were said about him.
Did you lose many friends during this conflict?
Actually, of course, I had a lot of friends who left there, really a lot. Yes. Especially also, as I have already said, I ministered in the translations ministry. Yes, and we had a leader. This leader, she moved to other church, so everything was transformed, And of course, I lost a lot of friends. And first of all, first time we met with each other, and they were trying to say something not bad, but Julia, what are you thinking about this? Or how about that? Or how about that? They thought that maybe they can persuade me, somehow. But in my turn, I did the same. I started to tell them, how don't you see? Is it good to follow people who are cheating about others, who are speaking bad words, even if they are true words? It's impossible. It's not good to say it, to spread it all around, to scatter everything, all this dust and dirtiness. But afterwards, of course, we do not meet, we do not speak, and we lost the contact. And what I want to say also, I got married this September. So thank you very much. And of course, we made a big photo session, a lot of pictures. When our church was united, always I had a lot of likes, under my pictures. A lot of likes. Yes, under pictures. Yeah, on Facebook, on Vkontakte, it's a very popular Russian and Ukrainian site for youth. But now, when the church was divided, only this part of the church clicks likes there. That part of the church, maybe 2 or 3 persons. I don't want to lie. Maybe somebody clicked, but almost everybody was only from our church part of. So I always, when I see somebody has a child, or somebody from that part got married, or has engagement, I always click like, or write something. Oh, you look beautiful. You look wonderful. Here, nothing, Only maybe, as I have already said, maybe 3 people from all that part.
What you said about that?
To whom?
About what you were telling me now. Did it make you sad?
You mean sad? Really not, but not sad. I was a little bit, disappointed. It was one more time when my fears were proven, that people's heart are closed, They have closed their heart, they have closed their eyes, they have closed their ears, and then they don't want to hear anything. Never mind whether it's good or bad. They reject everything now. I understand they are hurted because a lot of people, they were big businessmen. They gave a lot of money to our church. They gave their tithes, and they were big tithes. And of course, maybe they put their heart into this, and they forgot that they give to God, not to people. And of course, they were distracted in it. It made them destroyed, their heart. And that's why they were very sad, and they closed their heart, and they said, no way, I don't want to be cheated anymore. Because there were a lot of gossips, as I have already said, a lot of bad gossips about Pastor. And as for me, I try to save my heart. When I hear somebody speaking bad words, I understand that it can influence me. I said, no, please. I tried to leave this conversation, to go to another room or something like that. So I don't know many things. You
wanted to protect yourself?
Yes, I wanted to protect myself because it's easier then to make a right decision. Because when you listen to bad words a lot, every person will think, everybody will agree, of course. It's natural, we're human beings, But if you say good words, you'll say, yes, I believe it, And of course, we shouldn't be foolish, but we should be sober, We should judge everything vigilant, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, this is just for me, my point of view.
When you heard that there were coming Swedes to your church, you had some kind of reaction, you told me.
Yes, I had, of course, but not bad one, because I love foreigners very much.
Yes.
According to my profession, I work very often with foreigners. And of course, I asked what kind of Swedes. I already understood that this is not Ulf Ekman, of course. I understood that this is not somebody from that team. I understood that some other people. Besides, I was translating some of your letters because I'm interpreter of the church.
Yes.
Yeah, so I saw already your letters, some of your letters. I translated them for Pastor. So I knew I was already, I know. But I expected that Swedes people, they have the same character.
What kind of character?
Swedes team, which were here last many years, during many years, they were, not to say arrogant, but very self-confident, like a little bit, I would say, selfish, maybe. I could see it, I could feel it in my heart because they were walking this way. Yeah, they smiled. They didn't look like angry or something like that. They smiled, but, they were like VIP people for me. I couldn't come, I couldn't approach them, you know, it was like a wall between me and them.
Did you feel that they wanted to be treated like this?
Actually, I don't know.
No?
I cannot answer this question. I looked at them as VIP people, because everybody treated them like VIP. You know, like celebrities.
Yes,
you know, celebrities.
Yes,
yes, and of course, but we used to it, you know, so many years, and I came besides 7 years ago, maybe they were earlier here, so but I came here, they were already here, and I saw this treating to them, and I thought, oh, it's okay, because it's these are people from abroad, we should treat them well, and besides, they are brothers and sisters, and we are Christians, of course, we should give them, we should respect them, we should give them a big reverence, and so on, and the pastor did it. And of course, looking at our pastor, we repeated everything. We behaved, our people, they behaved like very, 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 with big respect to them. We treated them with high respect. And of course, a lot of people who left our church, they trusted them also, maybe because of it, because they thought, oh, these people are so cool, they are so solemn, how can they lie? It's impossible, maybe our pastor should lie, not them, maybe like that, I'm not sure. But as for me, I think so.
I understand. Well, how about the future? How do you feel about the future for your own church?
Okay, so about the future,
yes.
It's a good question. Basing on this fact that this year, 2014, you know already, it was proclaimed a year of Word of God. So we lifted up the Word of God this year. We should, Pastor said that we should have our own Bible, always bring it to the church. It is very necessary to read Bible. I took my old plan of reading Bible, and we started reading it over, and it is wonderful, I think. And of course, according to this statement, everything will be good, because everything what is based on Word of God will prosper. You know, we will be fertile, prolific, and I believe that we shall have a big harvest. And this is a new opportunity for our church. We have liberty now. You know, we are free, and I think that God has, as you have already said, very good plans for us, for our church.
Yes.
And of course, we believe in good, and we also we love all people. We love Swedish, of course, and from Uppsala also. Yes. I don't have anything bad in my heart, not against the other part of the church, not against Ulf Ekman. I just think that this is some confusion, and someday it will become better, and maybe they will really come here and everything will be fine. I'm not sure. You know, nobody knows the ways of God.
So you believe in reconciliation?
Yes, reconciliation should be, it's for sure. I think it will come, but of course in some different way. It will be not already like submitting to people, but just friendship, and that's all.
Nice to hear. You have been a translator these days.
Yes.
I would like to say thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
It has been very nice to
That's my
to
pressure, really.
And
I'm pleased.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. You too. God bless
again.
you. See you. Bye.
Thank you.